The bump only works if I time him trying to gain his posture back to here, right? If I go here and he just stays here, and I try to sit up on him, he's just gonna anchor down. It does nothing for me. So even earlier today when I was doing some rolls, I would set up here, and if I couldn't get to this position, I'd smother here. Now he doesn't want to be here, he's backing up. Dang. Now I'm driving. Does that make sense? So I want his hand here. Now, again, I have a lot of options from here, but we're just choosing to fall into this guard right here, okay, which is the overhook guard. So, one of my favorite sweeps from here is sometimes if they're good passers, they notice that I have a gap right here. So they're gonna try to run that gap out. If I didn't have that overhook, this is prime time for him. He can just come through, he's gonna run that gap, okay? But really what I'm trying to do is put his head in a position where when I initiate the sweep, his head can fall through. Again, when I initiate this sweep, I don't want to have my hips flush to the ground, and I don't want them to be parallel with his hips. I need to be off angle with it, okay? As I fall back into the overhook guard, and I'm pinching here, I want to hit my frame somehow, okay? Now, I'll choose typically to shrimp one more time. Now, as he's passing, I'm going to active butterfly here. What I mean by active is that if he keeps pushing here, he's not breaking my butterfly. Does that make sense? Earlier today, a lot of people are getting really passive with this hook, and this just sets up a lot of body lock passing for other people. Okay? So I need to make sure as I shrimp back and I pummel this hook in, it's an active hook. Okay? And I'm wearing the shoulder. Now as he starts trying to pass, I kind of time it and I start lifting and I go tripod up and I catch. Or, a lot of times in the scramble, what will happen is that he'll flop over and separate from my body, so I just kick through into side control. So as I'm going here and he starts stepping over, I hit, I sit through immediately. And I drive my, this is good pressure right here, feel that? Okay, and then I can start fighting here, okay? But I'm looking for a mount, typically, okay? And again, IBJJ have rules, they don't reward side control. They'll reward the sweep, but I don't think the side control, am I right on that? Yeah. So, typically you're gonna be looking for the mount. So, starting guard, okay? I break his posture, I come up, he starts posturing up right posture. Boom, I offset, and then he drives me back, so I pull back, boom. Okay, make space, enter here. I bait him in. Boom, lift, bang. Come through here, right? Or I follow him into mount. Make sure you get that pop, okay? A lot of times when you're doing this, they're gonna bait, they're gonna like post. All you're gonna do is do your best breakdancing and pressure. As I got this overhook and I'm hitting this underhook, I just stay here onto my shoulder. I'm not doing this. Okay, here, come up, boom, walk, bang. Okay, I might have to stay tripod when I do this. So as I fall, I get to here, bang, I'm here, I'm elevating him, he's not letting me, bang. Okay, I keep following him with that active hook. Any questions? All right, on three, 1, 2, 3. Like the fundamental sweep, right? So this is borrowing off of the traditional under-over position, right? I pull this elbow in, I fall and I elevate this leg, and I come over, right? Everybody's seen that one before, yes? Sometimes, as he's passing, I don't have the opportunity to do this because his head's too high up, right? He's driving in too much, so I'm gonna have to face. Does that make sense? So this is more of a scramble-based sweep, right? This is if they're trying to post and they're trying to walk that gap. I said that earlier, if everybody remembers. So this isn't like a 1 and 2 and 3. This is based on they're pressuring and trying to walk the gap. Does that make sense now? Okay, this one, a little easier to hit. So again, I come up, I hit my drive position, I get here. If he chooses to settle or if he's driving, I can get my hand back. Go and drive. Boom. I'm gonna do a simple standing base. I'm gonna snap the overhook, my shoulder to the mat, standing base. I get into the front headlock. Pretty simple, right? So it's a snap down. And this one, like, honestly, this is kind of a get out of jail free card for everybody. This one, you'll see used a lot in MMA, so it's a good adaptation for self-defense as well. Where the other one is what? It's more sports-centric, right? It's gonna come up to this side. Now, I will say, I've seen MMA guys use this last one that we did, because a lot of their striking is based off of the scramble, right? So you need to make sure you understand that. But on this one, I'm here, okay? Set it up, right, bang, come up, he starts laying around, boom, I drive, I come back, boom. I get this here, I can put my foot here if I want, right? Start driving in, boom, I use my feet, reach behind me, here, snap. Okay. See how he kept just driving me a little bit? Just so I can feel what it's like to have some pressure. Is he trying to knock me down? No. He's showing me what it's gonna feel like when someone knocks me down, or tries to knock me down. All right, any questions on that? All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3.